Well, I mean, I've only done like a few TV shows, and that's basically the extent of my performing experience. I started out, being in the studio, and then all of a sudden it was like, there you go, you're up there, get on stage and sing in front of millions of people, watching on TV, and thousands of people in the audience, and it's scary. I wouldn't have been ready to go out after my first album, and it wasn't that long ago that I came out with it, so it's not like I'm fully ready now. But I just feel like, there's been more focus put on it than there really need be, because, I do what I do, and when I go on tour, I want to make it right for the fans. I don't care about, critics or whatever. I care about the people that care about me. I didn't think it was such a big deal, and now it's like everywhere I go, it's like, I even heard it on the radio today. I guess he read it from the newspaper or whatever, but they were like, and she hasn't toured, and I'm like, calm down, it's not that big a deal.
Song Emotions, was that inspired by the band Emotions, Best of My Love?
It was inspired by that era, which is basically like the late 70s dance music, and David Cole, Robert Clavillis, and myself were really influenced by, that kind of great old, dance, R&B, whatever, and that's where we were coming from. It was a lot of different songs and a lot of, basically an era. I know the way I want my music to sound, and I don't think that you have to necessarily, there's no difference between having it in your mind and having it come out the way you hear it. You don't have to give it to some big producer and say, here, do this, do with it what you will. I like to be there for every aspect of the recording process. So I'm getting into it, and I've been fortunate enough to work with some very talented people who are teaching me a lot and have taught me a lot. I'm so fortunate to be having this success and to be living my dream at such an early age, and to love what I do so much. So I can't complain about the little things that might be bothersome, because there's so many people that are just dying for the opportunity to even have, half of what I'm doing. Yeah. So
I had read, though, that your stepfather sued you or has attempted to sue you.
Well, I'm really not at liberty to talk about that because it's a legal matter, but there are some pretty ridiculous things that happen to you, and people that you really hardly know come out of the woodwork with ridiculous claims, and you have to deal with it. But it's a sad situation, and people try to take advantage of you when you get going. So I'm very happy with what I'm doing. I did it by myself, and I'm here because I put a lot of hard work into what I'm doing, and because I'm fortunate, and I thank God every day for what I have, and that's all. I have to look at it that way.